It's Mr. Chris. Today, we're going to, since we're talking about the What Makes a Sound book, I thought we would copy some sentences and going through kind of the word formations and the letter formations. So, I hope you have your picture up on this slide. It should be on slide number 2, where it says the first sentence is, Gabby is taking a walk in the park. She hears sounds as she walks through the park. What sounds does Gabby hear? And that's what we will start. So go grab, if you haven't already, grab a pencil and paper. If you need to, pause the video so you can go grab that. And let's begin. All right, so the first sentence, Gabby is taking a walk in the park. We got to start with Gabby, which is a capital letter. So you do a big, actually I want to make this a little bigger so we can see. All right, so we make a magic C hitting that line. So Chris needs to do it. There we go. Up and in. It's a little wonky on this tablet, but that's what it looks like. All right, and let's do our A, magic C, up and tail. All right, then we have 2 B's, which is line down, back up and around, line down, back up and around, and then the letter Y, which is a small slide, jump up, slide down, make sure you go past that baseline, that line. Gabby. All right, and then is, line down, jump up, and the letter S. All right, then we have taking. We start always our letters at the top, line down, line across, magic C, and then straight up and down. All right, K, then ING, line down, jump up. Letter N is line down, up and around, and G is a magic C, up to our starting point and then down, past baseline, making a hook. So Gabby is taking, not talking, a walk. So down, slide up, slide down, up, a C. Back to our starting point. Back to our starting point and down to make a tail. L is this tall letter, start at the top. K is like the letter L, where you start at the same top at the top and go down to the baseline. And actually that's, we need to make that a little, there we go. So Gabby is taking a, if I said talking earlier, I am so sorry. It is in the morning. But Gabby is taking a walk in the park. And there's not a period. So we will erase that. And then the line down, line across, and I'm going to see if I can squeeze park right here. All right, and then a period. Now I want to get my other color. Okay, so Gabby is taking a walk in the park. So if we look at, well, there's plenty of space in between each of my words. They are relatively on that line. We don't have any floating letters, and we don't have any letters that are dipping below. And we can make out each letter. So I can see the G. I can see, let me change one more time. You know, I can see the letter G, I can see my S, my A, my G, and the letter P. So Gabby is taking a walk in the park. All right, so let's do our next sentence. She hears sounds as she walks through the park. She hears sounds as she walks through the park. So, it's a beginning of a sentence. So we start on the top and make a big S. So it's like the letter C, but then we swoop back up and around. Letter H, start at the top, it's a top letter. And then letter E is hit the ball, run the bases. So she hears. Remember, I hope you're doing this. And if you need to pause the video to complete this, if I'm going too fast, which I might be, it is okay to pause and catch up. She hears sounds I'm going to make as she walks. I'm not going through every letter. Some little K. Up. Walks, small s. Walks through. T starting at the top, line across. H is down and up and around. R down and around like a hook. O is a circle. U is a nice curve. It's not like the letter V. G is a magic C, up and a tail to the left. H, again, line down, line across. Magic, hit the ball, run the bases for that letter E. And then park is the line down. Past that baseline, jump up, make a small bump. Magic C up to our starting point to a tail. Line down and around. And then letter K is just a line down and a slide. Now you can do a slide up and a slide down. Sometimes we see a slide down and then a slide down, but all right. So let's review what we just did, or what I just did. So again, we have spaces in between each word. So we can see each word, or they're not crunched together where we can't make out the word. We can see each word. We can make out each letter. So I can see this is a big S. I can see this is an E, an A, O, S, A, E, A, and so on, that we could see all my letters. So that's what we want. If we can't see it, then we can't read it. All right, so I'll read that one more time. She hears sounds as she walks through the park. And, before I forget, all the letters and words are on the line. They are on the line. All right, last sentence. Can you read it for me? What sounds does Gabby hear? So we start with a big uppercase letter, a big letter. Start at the top, so line down, slide up, slide down, and up. Then we have H, line down, up and around. And then our A is a magic C up to our starting point. T, and then sounds S, O, U, N, D, S. And then we have does Gabby hear? I'm going to make another real quick line for myself. So I can write on the line what sound does. It's a D is a magic C. Then up past your starting point, back down, and make a tail. What sounds does... Okay, Gabby. Oh, that's a name, so it's going to be a big letter. And then, just like we did with our first word at the top, Gabby here. Okay, hit the ball, run the bases. Magic C, up to our starting point. Line down, up and around, make a hook. And then our question mark, because we are asking a question. You know what? I'm gonna make that line a little bit better. There we go. Look too much like a backwards S. All right. So what sounds does Gabby hear? So far, I'm gonna read all 3 sentences again. Gabby is taking a walk in the park. She hears sounds as she walks through the park. What sounds does Gabby hear? And I hope that along the way you paused the video and you wrote all these sentences looking for our main stuff where we have our spaces in between each word. We can make out each letter. So that's a P, it's an A, a W, an O, N. So we can make out each letter. And then, last but not least, that we have our letters on... Oh. We have our letters on the line. So, letter formation, your word spacing, and writing on the line. Hopefully, hopefully you hit all those points. And if not, that's what an eraser is for. That's why we don't write in pen. Erase it and try it again. Or you can just rewrite the whole sentence if it just isn't there right. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.